YouTube, Zodiacs, what's good? It's your boy Gemini Gamer 1990 back with another video. So today's video we have a real nigga story slash GameStop story. Pretty much the story takes place in about 2009, 2010. Can't really remember the year because it was so far back. I've always been a PlayStation person myself, and Canella's little brother had an Xbox 360. So I started playing that because I was always over her crib. And the more and more I started playing it, I wanted one of my own. And I went to a local store that we have known as Kmart. And at Kmart, I don't know if they still let you do it, but at the time, you were able to put things on layaway. So I put the Xbox 360 on layaway, paid for it each week. And next thing I knew, I was able to finally afford it. So I started playing my Xbox 360 more and more and more. And I noticed I never really needed my PlayStation 3 no more. So my homie, and I ain't gonna be effed up, he ain't really cool like that no more, but we just gonna call him P. Now P, I let him borrow the PlayStation 3 thinking it was just gonna be a few weeks or something like that. I didn't really trip on it. He ended up having it for about 5 months. And I didn't really make a big deal about it because I had literally converted over to Xbox 360, so I wasn't even tripping. And one day it was some games that came out exclusively for PlayStation 3, so I hit him up like, "Yo, I need my PlayStation back as soon as possible." Basically, I ended up having to hassle him down to finally get it back. I ended up getting my game back from him, and I put the game out in Canella's bedroom at her parents' house. Now, we started seeing roaches. And the funny thing about the story is, the roaches only came out whenever we took the PlayStation 3 out. And we didn't really catch on to that because it happened like 3 times before we finally caught on. And then I'm like, yo. Now, a little backstory on P's house. His house was filled with roaches. Like, I'm talking about you turn the light on, you turn the light off for 5 seconds, and you turn them bitches back on. Nigga, roaches is everywhere, fool. You feel me? So, I'm thinking to myself, yo, this is because I left it over at his crib. Now, mind you, the whole time I had the PlayStation 3 in the bag from picking it up from him and bringing it back to Canella's house, there was no roaches in the bag. So I don't know where they really came from. They was stuck inside the electronic. I decided to take the PlayStation 3 to her porch. And her porch was real cold because this all took place in the colder months. It was probably maybe like November, January. It was somewhere around the colder months of the year. And I left it out there for about 3 days. I took it back into the crib. Another roach came out. And I said, damn. At this point, I knew there was only one option to do. I gotta trade this mug in at GameStop. Now, mind you, when I go to GameStop, I'm already prepping myself. Like, yo, B, if a roach comes out at the counter, play it off, man. Just play it off. Like, I don't know where this roach is at. So next thing I do, I end up going to GameStop. It was somebody new, and the fact that they were new really helped me out. So I take the games out first so they can be distracted by the games. I take the controllers and all the cords out. Last but not least, I take the PlayStation 3 out. Now they gotta turn it on, test it and all that to make sure it works. Cool. He puts it on the floor. And I'm like, cool, it works for him because it worked no problem. So it worked. He's like, good to go. He unplugs it, puts it back on top of the counter. At this point, I'm like, dude, just give me my credit. I'm like, I'm gonna take whatever you give me. Just give me my credit, fool. So I end up getting like $120 for it, somewhere around there. It was a good amount of credit, especially for something that was infested with roaches. So you was really wanting to take $70, damn, if they gave it to you. You know what I mean? I mean, looking back on it, I never said nothing to P just out of respect because I'm not that type of person. And then as far as GameStop, I kind of feel bad because I know it's probably a little kid out there who ended up with his roaches all in his room because of me. You know, so I kind of, well, not because of me, because of P. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of felt a little remorse for that. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Roaches and electronics. So that's one of the few GameStop stories that I have. But I promise you guys, if you had to see my face, if y'all had to see my face, taking that PlayStation 3 out, putting it on top of the counter, and hoping roaches don't come out, don't nothing get scarier than that. I promise you, because like if it comes out, mind you, it's people all around you, customers and workers. What you really gonna say? The store ain't got roaches, so the roaches ain't coming from nowhere but you. I know. I mean, damn. But y'all, man, if y'all want to hear more real nigga stories, more GameStop stories, be sure to leave in the comment section, and I'll be sure to leave you guys a lot more. I have a plethora of stories, man, a plethora. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that. It's your boy Gemini Gaming 1990.